What? What's going on, folks, and welcome back to the Kayak Uncut series. This is exactly what the title suggests. Completely uncut fishing footage out on the kayak on a beautiful body of water. In today's episode, I am fishing a lake that I've never been to in my entire life, and I am pumped. It is beautiful. We've got laydown trees, shallow grass, a really good mix of cover and structure to hit that hopefully some bass are living around. So I say we put the cameras away, get the kayaks ready to launch, and get ourselves on the water. So the first thing that I'm gonna start fishing today is gonna be the shallow sticks here. It's the closest thing to the boat ramp, and I just kind of want to get a few casts in before we maybe make a long pedal somewhere else on this body of water. Conditions we have today. Water temperature, I don't know, to be honest. It's somewhere on here. I don't know, whatever. It's got to be, by feeling it, like mid-70s. A little bit hot. Fall hasn't quite hit here in Minnesota yet. And it's not like an ultra shallow body of water. The bank's really dang shallow, like 6 inches to a foot up there. But it's got some topographic features out in the middle that we may explore, see if there's a grass line or anything out there. All I know though is that these sticks are all looking just so juicy. I feel like a big mama could be hanging by these sticks. I'm also really hot. I'm sweating like a dog. It is dead calm out here. There ain't no wind, which is good for kayaking, good for filming, but I kind of feel like the fish are going to be in a funk if we don't got no wind. We'll see though. We will see. Don't know if y'all saw or not, but I did some recent kayak customizations to this kayak here. My native Titan 10.5. I put live scope on it. We got the power pole micro anchor back there that we might get a little bit of use of today. See if my map here has anything where we are. No, actually, you know what? It wouldn't have anything because I just realized I don't have a GPS puck. So any locations we do are gonna have to be on my phone, which is fine. I've got the Navionics app. Oh, that cloud feels good. Hope we can keep those clouds. I'm gonna put up the frog for a second. I'm gonna grab a jig. It might be a little bit too late in the day, a little bit too hot for top water. But might be able to flip the old jig in there. Let me get a craw. Get a rage craw for my jig. Not rocking a chest mount today. Reason being, I don't want to. How about that? How about that reason? Is that good enough? No, there's more reasons than that. I just don't feel like having something in my chest today. I wasn't sure about this body of water to begin with, so I didn't want to have, more setup than I needed. Don't worry, I spit that in the kayak. Not in the lake. How sick would it be, though, if these companies could figure out biodegradable soft plastics like that actually worked and had good action? Because I know, like, BioBait, I'm pretty sure was a company that made some soft plastics that are biodegradable. Maybe they still do, but to my knowledge, they weren't no good. So, not sure why they weren't any good, but I just heard they weren't. All right, got a few sticks over here. I'd also like to see about scooting my chair farther forward because I feel like I'm stretching. Feel like I'm an Olympic athlete and I'm stretching. There we go. And these laydowns, y'all, if you ever are fishing a laydown tree and you think you're fishing just cover you can see, there's actually usually so much more to fish with your bait, whether it's Texas rig or a jig, out from the actual sticks themselves, because that tree is usually much longer than you think it is. Oh gosh. I just got piked. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. That's not what I want. I'd rather have bass in this pond than pike. Gives me bad feeling. Someone's also calling me at the same time. Who is this? Connor Summers. All right, business call. Gonna have to put you guys on pause for 1 second. Business call is done and lure is retied. Got ourselves a black and blue jig. Also the clouds are now covering the sun, which is fantastic. But I mean, if there's pike in the shallow trees here, I'm not sure about how I'm feeling about bass fishing here. But you know what? Worst comes to worst, we can chunk a spinnerbait around, and this can be a pike uncut. How about that? I know I've talked mess about pike before, and people ask me all the time why I dislike pike and pickerel and the whole shebang there. And really, it's not because they're not a cool fish, and they definitely fight hard. It's just because I go for bass, and just like if I was continually catching walleye and I was bass fishing, or rock bass, I would dislike those because I'm targeting bass. That's all I want. So when I catch a pike, it's just kind of like a disappointment. Now that's just me. Not everybody's like that. And maybe today will be the day that changes, unless they bite my lures off consistently. Then I will continue my dislike for the pike. My dislike for the pike. And we got stuck on a stick. But hey, you know what? In a bass boat, I couldn't be this stealthy. That's for sure. Stealthy as heck right now. If I can get my jig back, that'd be great. Got it. Now, the one bummer about not having a second camera rolling is that I can't stand up. So, if I want to stand up to skip, y'all might see my knees for a second. But that's just going to be how it is. Okay. Cool. Uh-oh. Live scope transducer is grinding on a tree right now. And that's power poles having a problem as well. Give me a second here, folks. It's a mess around here sometimes. But that's okay. That is okay. Oh gosh. Come on. Can I get around this tree, please? Oh my gosh. All right, folks, give me a second here. See, this today is why I brought a paddle. Because a paddle can get me out of sticky situations like this. There we go. I learned from my last kayak expedition where I didn't have a paddle. I learned that I actually do need one. It's not just a thing for non-pedal drive kayaks. Even a pedal drive needs a paddle as well. All right, got that there, that there. Let's get these sticks out of here. Perfect. That wasn't too hard now, was it? My hydration of choice today is Prime. Thanks to Logan Paul and KSI for creating a pretty dope thing to drink. Sponsor me if you feel. All right, let's see what we got here. On Live Scope, I'm seeing a lot of stuff, a lot of things on the screen, a lot of perch. 12 feet deep out here. Even on the edge of the trees, it's 10 feet deep. Yeah, I'm noticing it's really stinking shallow on a lot of these trees. So I'm gonna go open up my Navionics app and see what kind of structure we're looking at around here. Kind of depth. Oh yeah, those trees that I just fished were definitely on a steeper break. We're getting onto a really shallow point here. And really a very shallow point in general. I'll fish these trees and then I'll pedal us to some deeper banks up ahead. Hello, how you doing? My wife is out here today with me. She's just floating. Do I have the food? Yes, come to me. She asked if I have the snacks. I do have the snacks. I've got all the snacks you could ever want right here. They're right here in the back. Oh no, they're under here. Are they? Hold up.
They're right behind you.
Were they? They're right here?
No, behind the big... Yeah.
They're in here?
Yeah, right?
No, I didn't put the snacks in there.
Oh, no.
No, I don't think I left them. Don't say oh no yet. I think I'll put them up here maybe. Oh, they're in your kayak.
Oh, really?
They're behind you. Sorry. Spin around my way. Let me get you. There you go.
Yay.
There you go.
Oh, my. Yeet.
Eat. Snack time. Ain't caught one yet, but it's snack time. Whoop, whoop. Oh, let's go.
Nice.
Go sting and go. It's a bass. It's a bass. All you had to do was take a break. Ain't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
That is so funny. Oh my gosh. My first flip into this tree over here yielded a 2.5. I mean, this thing chunky as heck. Man, that's a good looking bass. On the Outcast tackle, cage fighter flipping jig. Sick. Thank you, my friend. Okay, so they're in here. That's good to know. I gotta check my line because it did pull me through the sticks a little bit. Awesome. So it's not just pike in the trees.
Those people over there, they say they caught you?
Yeah, so for folks who just heard what Hannah said, there were some folks at the ramp that we saw when we first got here that were taking their, I want to get spun around. I have a paddle. For that. They were taking their little, I don't know, Lund type boat, aluminum type boat with a, sun awning, little sunshade. They were taking that out, and I asked if they had any luck today. And they said they were just, out with their toddler son, and they were trying to catch some bluegill and some northern, and they caught a few. I asked if there were any bass in here, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, I've caught a few nice ones, some 10 inchers," which I thought, 10 inchers is, at least to me, not a nice one. That's like a 1 pounder. But I just figured with his setup, he wasn't a hardcore bass fisherman. He's just out, with his family having fun. So he's probably not even trying to catch bass. And so I just thought, if there's bass in here, there's got to be bigger ones than probably what he was going for. And obviously, there were. Just needed a little bit of energy, a little bit of sugar in my diet. And we got ourselves our first fish. I mean, beautiful quality. That's what you get from these, central Minnesota farm lakes, is just the chunkiness of these fish. Leaves nothing to be desired. If you can get one of those that's a 4-pound frame, you got a 6-pounder right there. So that's exciting. That's fun. That's a fun time. When I set the hook on that fish, I thought it was a small one or a pike, but it's a nice one. My flipping setup today is a 7.2 medium heavy KVD rod, the GC5, Graphite Casting 5. I've got the Pro SP, my favorite skipping and pitching reel, and then I got 20-pound Seagar Invisex, or Basics, no, Invisex Fluoro. Any more fish in this tree? Not that I can really see. Again, I didn't really get this live scope to actually look at fish until the winter time when the water gets real clear in Texas and I can get out there to some, private bodies of water and live scope around. I just got it to tell me what's down there. Show me where the grass line is. Maybe find me a bait ball. Uh-oh. Oh gosh. See, I'm not good at setting the hook sideways from a kayak. There we go. I like to see. Matter of fact, because of that, I'm gonna cast my frog over there. Zinger. Come on now. That's kind of the beauty of kayak fishing is that, gosh. As I say beauty, as something crazy happens. The beauty is that, you know, you're so much more connected to nature than you are in a bass boat. And I would say even more than on the bank. Unless you're like, you know, trekking through the woods. Just because you're surrounded by the trees and actually on the water. All right, I had one blow up on the frog. And again, that was because I saw that fish was there. All right, cool. Let that chill. I'm also gonna reel in this jig, and until I see another section of laydowns, which I see the island has tons, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna throw around the Cricket of Thunder. And I bet y'all are getting sick of having super underexposed Tyler right now, so we'll get out of here. We'll do a little circle. I'm also gonna pull my pants down. I'm getting a wedgie. My phone's getting wet. Cannot fish effectively. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stand up to fix this. There we go. As a man, if you got stuff, underwear stuck up your booty crack. Ain't that right? Hannah looks at me like, why are you talking about this on YouTube? Sing! Lucky duck. Ooh, it's getting shallow up here, isn't it? A little bit. It's also getting hot. These clouds are just in and out. I don't like it. I want some consistency here. One thing I'm not seeing on this body of water that I wish I was a grass line. Not seeing any, even on live scope, any kind of deep grass line. So makes me think these fish are all just cruisers out deep, just suspended fish, or they are all up shallow. And if they're all up shallow, that's really good for me. But if they're all cruisers, not so good for me. Even though I have live scope, fish like that are still tough to catch. Whew, and it's hot again. It's so hot. Sheesh. Not a lick of wind. Now the question is, what do I do? Because there's not a whole lot of cover where I'm going here. A little bit of shallow grass over here, but I'm not feeling it. So I'm gonna go skip this dock because I see a total of 2 docks on this entire lake. Sounds like a good idea to me. We'll search on live scope as we go. Oh, no, this is not smart. Not a smart cast. Okay. Better. Need to get ready for a hook set. Power pole down. Jig skipped. It's so hot. I'm not kidding you guys. Like I am bawling sweat. Gosh, there's one. Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. got him outside the dock. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Hey, stop it. Stop it. Chill, chill, chill. Hey, hey, get in this kayak. You're not even that big. Why am I trying to be fancy and lip you? Man, beautiful quality though. These fish are definitely farm fish. They are short, healthy, and fat. And that fish should almost go 2 pounds and it's 13 inches. All right. So there was one around the dock. And the nice thing about the kayak is that I, didn't move anywhere. I'm still nice and stealthy. There's one. The second one out of the dock. Sorry if I'm bumping the microphone there, y'all. Nice one. Nice one. Bring it up in here. Bring it up. Bring it up. Ah, you're the same size. Get in here. Okay, that is 2 fish out of one of the only docks here on the entire lake. Awesome. Apologize if the lighting is just jank. I'm gonna restart the clip and keep going. My GoPro's getting hot. Yeah. I got 2 fish in 1 dock. You proud of me, Hannah?
I'm so proud.
She's so proud of me. Can you believe that, y'all?
You're doing great.
All right. Beautiful. Can I get 3 fish? I'm not even to what I would consider the really good part of the dock yet. I do want some more size though. But I've kind of got a feeling if that's the 3 fish we've caught so far, that it's probably what's in here mostly. She says, can I get a 3rd? I don't know. Hey, look what's under there. It's just, I'm so used to Live Scope Plus now that the old Live Scope I can't read as well. Oh, beautiful skip. Let's go, skip. Oop. That felt kind of good in there. Felt kind of juicy. Juicy J. And I might not even use the audio from this right there. I'm not sure. Because it's so dead calm that I can probably use this audio. Although, is this GoPro getting hot? Oof. He's getting so hot. Are you getting hot? I don't know how I guess she's in short sleeve and I'm in, the longest fishing shirt I got. But at least I'm not going to get sunburned. You might get sunburned. Really? Yeah. All right. Whatever. Well, maybe 2 fish is the max. We'll see. Hey, that's the max. Maybe we'll get another one as we crawl on the other side. Ow! Score! I've caught 3 so far. It's pretty good. I'll take it. I'll take it to the bank. Ooh, that's not what I want. There we go. I'm worried about my GoPro overheating.
Really? It's not that hot?
Yeah.
I think you've been out in hotter weather.
Yeah, GoPros need a little bit of circulation to keep them cool.
I think the sun is going down and it's going to cooler and cooler.
Hope so. Well, y'all, if there ends up being some cuts in this deal, besides like speed lapses. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Bonk. That's because,
Ooh.
sorry baby, it's because my GoPro probably overheats. All right, I'm gonna get up to these sticks here. Obviously the fish don't care how shallow it is because I caught those fish out of like a foot of water. So, don't care. I think they're in underneath cover. They should be. That would make sense for a hot day with still water. If we had overcast, I'd be throwing a buzz frog and a buzz bait for sure on this body of water. But today I'm gonna stick with a frog and a jig. And heck, I might throw the vibrating jig if I find a big old grass flat, because I think there's some on that end of the pond. that's one tip I got for you guys about that dock back there is, man, if you can fish things on a body of water that are different, that are unique. Like like I said, there's only 2 docks in this lake, and that's by far the best looking one. Sometimes that'll hold fish just because it's the only thing of that type on a body of water. It's not a guarantee, but if you're in a pinch and you need to catch a fish, let's say in a tournament, and you look down, you know, a line of docks and one is sticking out further than the other, or one looks older than the rest of them, man, go for the one that looks a little bit off. Bass fishing is really a game of percentages. You're really trying to put your bait where nobody else will, and also not get stuck a good percentage of the time. And I just did. Oh, the clouds. How nice it is to have a cloud in my life. I think I saw it too. I didn't want to scare you though. Yeah. Right over there? Yeah. Hannah sees a snake. I doubt it's a water moccasin. I doubt. But I'm willing to go check it out for you. Going to find out what this snake is. If he's selling any snake oil, because I'm interested. Oh yeah, that's a snake.
Really?
Oh yeah. Not a big one. He's slithering, then he goes, and his head comes up. I mean, he's tiny. I'm trying to get, I mean, I'm like within a number of feet from this guy. No, he's getting real defensive.
Really?
Lowering down. I don't know what kind of snake that is. If I can get out my phone, I want to get a video, so the folks at home can tell me what kind of snake this is. It's black and white striped, kind of. Let's see. All right. Folks at home, can you tell me what kind of snake that is? He's getting, uh-oh. Oh
my gosh.
He was in my kayak almost. He's going to yours. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he wants to like come aboard our kayak. We're not gonna let that happen. That was,
Another one over there.
yeah, there's multiple snakes. All right, can y'all tell me below in the comments what kind of snake that was? I doubt it was venomous or anything. He's probably sick and tired of swimming.
He charged.
He did charge me on camera. He was wilding out. That was nuts. Which one? All right, y'all. I know you came for fishing, but you're getting wildlife. Hope you're not mad. Hope you're not mad. You're fine. I don't think so. Your kayak's too high. Mine is not. Okay, we found ourselves a really shallow point here. So we're gonna pull out the frog. The freaky frog. Come on. Sometimes if your frog or jig is just like dangling on a stick and you don't know how to easily get it off, like easily hop it off the edge of it, it's best to just rip that sucker off, get it out of the strike zone entirely, as like to give yourself like a redo cast. I do that all the time. I just did it just now. Well, you know what? One fish bite was a pike, and then the rest have been bass. So maybe there's more bass than pike. It's crazy how my mindset has totally shifted since catching just, a few fish. When I got piked off, I was thinking, man, about to be a long day. Long day if it's just pike. Stealing my lures, but no. We got bass in here. I think I also made a video about fishing lay down logs. Yeah, I did. I made a video all about shallow wood. If you wanna learn about that, I will leave that linked in the video description as well. My whole goal is to teach you guys. Y'all know that, but I do these series here as little, I call them fishing podcasts. Not a podcast about fishing, a fishing podcast. We are literally fishing on this podcast. Da-da-da-da. Ooh, dang, we got standing timber over here. Shoot. I ain't never seen standing timber in Minnesota. Wow. Ooh. Ooh, this looks so juicy over here. You ain't gotta tell me 3 times to fish here. Oh. My what you call it? Pedals got stuck on a stick, but we're off now. Oh, we got a beautiful area right here. I don't think I got a drone shot of this area. If I did, I'll put it on the screen here. It's beautiful. There should be fish over here. Let me tell you about that. And this area here is also shaded behind a tree line, which should mean the fish are a little bit more out and about as that sun has gone down. Oh yeah, we got standing timber like all throughout here. Shoot. Cool. Might be too much timber, but we'll see. I hear frogs or crickets or something. You guys know that on these videos I talk and talk and talk and talk. Sometimes I'm just imitating what I'm hearing. If I hear an animal making a noise, I'll make the noise. I'm weird. Kind of odd. Well, that's very fitting of me to have caught most of my fish off of docks. That's just what I do. I'm a dock guy. Can't take the dock out of the dock lever. I want to figure out this dirty water impoundment more than just skipping a jig. That's easy to me. How deep are we talking here? We're in like 3 feet here. I'm gonna get my chatterbait out of here. I don't need this bait. I'll use my jig and my frog. And that's what we're doing here. Y'all are about to see here in a second what I'm fishing. It's a beautiful line of standing timber in about 6 feet of water. It's really, really pretty. Don't know if it has any fish, but probably does. And the reason why I switched to the jig here for these trees, like I said, you'll see in a second what they look like, is because a frog is really only good, in my opinion, 4 feet of water or shallower. Not a big deep water frog guy. So if we got especially dirty water like this, got a fish? No. Well, maybe. My trailer's messed up. If you got deep water in cover, I would rather throw something that can dissect that cover than a top water. There's times, really clear water, a walking bait can really get fish to come up from deep water, but what do I got? I want to find out what this is. Oh, it's grass. Oh, sweet. We got coontail. Beautiful green coontail around the base of these trees. Sick. That's what I like right there. My trailer keeps coming off. I gotta get my super glue. After the next fish, I'll get my super glue. Alright, so that was what I was feeling. I was feeling coontail, not a bite. That's a bite. Oh, you know what? This microphone is really in a bad spot. The more that I grab it, the more I realize that. How about that? It's probably better. Now we're better, I think, yeah. And this trailer again is coming down every time. Again, that felt like a bite, not like grass. Let's get ourselves a little closer to these sticks, so I ain't gotta make such a long hook set. Uh-oh. Got some good looking shallow grass up there. Gosh, I'm gonna break something. Man, if I got a healthy coontail, 6 feet of water, there's gotta be bass back here. I just think there has to be. And if I go through this entire pocket here and don't catch one, we are doing nothing the rest of the video but skipping and flipping lay down trees. That's all we're doing. If I don't get a single fish in the boat on lay down on standing timber, I can basically eliminate that today. Not saying that on a different day it wouldn't catch fish or hold fish, because it might. But today, I know, I'm gonna know after this pocket what these fish are doing. And I've just got a feeling that it's not this. Got a feeling that it's the main body of water. But we'll see. Keeping them honest. Keeping them pure. Smells like poop back here. Not gonna lie. Smells like a dookie. Not sure who laid a dookie, but some animal or, I don't know, fungus. Smells real bad out here. And now I ain't gonna have no problems. A trailer coming down, like I was before. At least, hopefully. All right, we have not succeeded in here. So we can pretty much guess that the pattern today is main river, main lake channel, what do you call it? Stick-ups. So I'm gonna quit wasting my time back in this pocket. As beautiful as it is, it should hold bass, but it's not. So I'm gonna quit forcing it. And I'm gonna take us somewhere that there should be biting fish. At least I would think so. We'll see y'all there. All right, we got some shallow laydowns. And we got a fish. We got a fish. First cast in the shallow laydowns. Oh, he got off. Oh, bad hook up. That hook set. It was so bad. Oh, I hate a kayak hook set so much. If anybody out there's got like a tip, just a general tip for like flipping and pitching in a kayak, I'm just gonna stand up. Like if I had money on the line, if I was in the tournament for money in a kayak, I would just say, forget about getting a good angle down low. I'm gonna stand up, set the hook like a man. But for these types of videos, gotta learn how to set the hook better for you guys. But either way, 1 pounder, so nothing much lost. It's okay. We've definitely got shallow grass up here as well. Makes the jig. Oh! I set the hook into a stick just now, but my line was definitely taken off before I set the hook. So there's fish around here, man. Probably a lot of them. But as of right now, I've set the hook hard into a stick. So let's get it out. Great. Let's go ahead and power pull down here. All right. Now that I'm power pulled, I can really focus on picking this area apart. Might be too shallow for the jig though. Yeah. I think the frog is the one, at least for this next cast, right there. I was kind of hoping that that first fish I caught would be a, you know, my floor, not my ceiling. Seems like that's the ceiling so far. That's not the right way. That's the right way. Oh, I'm so hot. I'm steaming right now. Well, the fish that I just had hooked was small and was on the very beginning of all this stuff. So, makes me feel good knowing I have a lot of good stuff to go. Oh, we got a boat dock up here too. Killer. We got a boat dock. We got boat docking. Party in slow motion, out here in the open, motorboat. I feel like I need shorter rods with the kayak, and I need more like medium, moderate action rods with the kayak. Not so much a, you know, 7.4 medium heavy, 7.6 heavy flipping stick. Maybe if I'm doing that type of technique and I'm standing up, but for the sitting down hook set, it's challenging, that's for sure. But that's what I do this for. Challenge myself. That's one. That's one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bring him up in here. Bring him up. Yes. Boom. What a fat, healthy fish. Did not have it by much. Bottom of the lip. But look at the proportions on that little boy. Or little girl. Whatever. Beautiful. Okay. So they're in the sticks, as you could imagine, as I have figured out. So in bass fishing, man, it is a game of patterns. Once you find what's working, replicate. So we knew that the shallow sticks had bass in them. So now it's just about finding more of those things. And once we did, we got bit. These fish are aggressive though, I'll tell you. They get to running. They grab your jig and they go, whoa. Can I power pull down here? I think so. Ooh, I caught someone else's line. Let's do a good deed here and get most of this line out. Looks like it's braided line. Oh, and it's on that stick there. So we're gonna unpower pole. Bring ourselves as far toward the stick as we can. And guess what? I brought scissors this time. Got my boomerang. Uh-oh. There we go. Cleaned up the waterways. Call me eco-friendly. That's what they call me in high school. Tyler Eco-Friendly. Tyler loves the planet. That's me. Floating is all I want to do. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum-dum-dum. Want to double in a tube. Oh yeah. On the pontoon. Making waves and catching rays. On the roof. Where's Hannah at? There she is. She's just floating. She's just floating my way. My way or the highway. I'm just really believing that we're going to run into a bigger one at some point. One of these flips is going to result in a grande. All right, one fish out of there. I'll take it. Got another dock here, but this one that doesn't have nearly the amount of cover. It's got like 4 poles in the water, and that's it. There's no shade to it. It's just a structure. That a fish would much rather live in that than would live in this dock. That's for sure. Doesn't mean I'm not going to fish it though. We just got better sticks to get to on the other side of it. Although they might live on the pontoon itself. As always, with the tackle that I throw and rods and reels and line, every link in the video description is an affiliate link. So if you are wanting to purchase some of this tackle, or really any tackle of any kind, of any company, enter Tackle Warehouse or Strike King or Lou's websites through those links to make your purchase. It costs you nothing, but it helps keep this channel going. So if you consider, you know what, I'm gonna buy a few $100s worth of tackle this weekend for my trip coming up, or I'm gonna buy a rod and reel for my son for his birthday, and you're thinking of just Googling Tackle Warehouse, don't do that. That won't cost you anything, but it would make me money if you did it the other way. So that'd be much appreciated. There's one. There's one. Yes, sir. Oh, you feel a little bit nicer. A little bit. Okay, not too much nicer, but definitely a little bit bigger. Cool. Chunky one. Ouch, ouch. Gosh, they are so aggressive in here. So angry. Got him. Man, I guess I don't give them much time to get their energy out. Beautiful fish. And yeah, super glue in my rage craw has already led me to catch like 2 or 3 fish on this thing without losing it. So that's the deal, folks. If you ain't never super glued trailers, you need to. To get a maintenance cast to get all my slack out. Ah, and this is where the fish are. This is where the fish are. This is where the fish are. That's why you gotta throw 20-pound line in this situation. I guess I'll talk about the difference now between braid and fluorocarbon for flipping wood. Braided line digs into things. Not only does it dig into your spool when you set the hook, I'm sure those of y'all who have punched or frogfish know that, but it also digs into wood and grass. And it's great to dig into grass because you want to cut through that grass, but you don't want to dig into wood. So if you're flipping wood, I would not recommend braid. If you're gonna maybe do like a 6-foot fluorocarbon leader, great, but again, if you're flipping, you're gonna know if you got a fish. You don't need like the extra sensitivity. Flipping fish, you usually let you know. And if they don't let you know, they don't let go. So I like to just go straight fluorocarbon if I'm flipping wood or docks. I know there's guys that do, you know, do another thing, but that's just my deal. That's just my deal. You want to get off there, Jig? Want to get off there, please? Gosh, guess I got to reverse here. Got it. Since I'm here, let me get a flip on up in here. Some hard to reach areas. All right, that's that. I can keep going. Cool beans, man. Not mad about this, that's for sure. Not mad about brand new body of water, figuring out a pattern within the first few minutes and then failing, you know, trying something else, not working. But you always got to give something a good college try just to make sure. And once we figure that out, it's no more of that. Bang, bang, bang. Fish the good stuff, and that's a few fish in a row. So I'll take it. And once again, I've had 0 pike on the line besides the first fish that bit my lure off. Crazy. I totally thought it was going to be an all pike day. My paddle. Get us turned in the right direction. Wish I had an easier way to secure my paddle though, because it's kind of in the way. Floating is all I want to do. Gosh, that was one. That was one. 100%. 100%. Oh gosh, there he is, there he is, there he is. How do I, you know, I'm gonna stand up. I apologize, y'all. I'm gonna turn around as well. All right, we scared him off. That was one for sure. For sure a bass. I'm not even using live scope. I ought to just take it off right now. Not even using it. It's kind of useless today. If I was seeing an offshore grass line, but I mean, I'm seeing tons of fish out there. Some are definitely bass, but it's not suspended time for northern largemouth. I don't know when they ever suspend. Southern largemouth suspend for sure. I guess maybe northern clearwater smallmouth, but this is like it's like a farm pond, basically. It is public though. My first kayak uncut in public water. I'll be back in some awesome private lakes with PWF here this fall, so stay tuned for that. See, what's interesting is that a lot of these sticks here that I'm fishing are really shallow, and like my go-to thing in these conditions here, shallow, muddy water. It's kind of muddy. It's kind of clear. It's not too bad, but it's not clean for sure. Is a topwater frog. And I can't get him to hit a frog today. I've thrown a frog around plenty of these stick-ups today, and all they want is a jig. So that's another thing, is that you can't let your preconceived notions or the things you love doing get in the way of what the fish are telling you. Because I would much rather be popping a little popping pad perch around these sticks, and that's just not what the doctor's prescribing, you know? Okay, so we ran out of good sticks on this bank here, I think. Well, there's a few more good ones, but I want to hop over to this island over here. I see some sticks that I want to hit. And they're in the shade, so we'll be a lot darker going forward in this video. Well, unless I take the outside bend. Let me look at what the map shows. What do we got for as far as the most trees go? Where are we at? There we are. Let's get the steering first of all. No, I'll do the island. Hey! I'm gonna go around the island this way. You can go around that way. We're almost into the shade, folks at home. Almost there. Sunglasses are gonna come off. Go down here. We got lots of bluegill coming to life. There we go. Going off this lens here and continuing to fish. Now maybe, you know, as the sun goes down, and it's been down on this side of this island for a long time, maybe this is where I do throw the frog. And maybe this is where this takes over. So I'm actually gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna say, just for a few casts, let's forget the pattern I've established and see if this works. Also, let's see if my microphone is still recording any audio. It is. We're good. You enjoying yourself? Good. And I'll put this down for just 1 second to flip the jig in on a stick. Okay, nothing there. You'll notice that I'm rotating really dang fast. I really like being efficient on the water. I talk about it a whole lot on my channel. Here, at this time of the Uncut, it's time for our comment challenge. So we're gonna have you guys comment what your favorite holiday is, because this video is probably going out, you know, around Halloween time, I'd guess. Maybe a little bit before Halloween. And maybe even after Halloween. So comment below what your favorite holiday is and why. I will say that mine is probably Christmas, just because of all the good memories as a kid and all the family traditions and good food. Honestly, I feel like my family has better food around Christmas than we do around Thanksgiving. That's just our family. Oh gosh, gosh, holy smokers. That was insane. That was insane. Oh, I wish I had a chest mount on to capture that one. Gee. That dude ate that frog like I eat my mom's Christmas Day bread. Gee, look at that thing. Bye-bye. Okay, so a little bit of shallow wood on this side, and switching to the frog has given me a bite that maybe I wouldn't have gotten. Maybe I wouldn't have, I think I kind of surprised that fish. So maybe I wouldn't have gotten that bite if I had been stubborn and was just throwing the jig, even though, hear me out, the jig has been working. There's nothing wrong with the jig. But I was just thinking around, I'll get on my phone here to show you guys exactly why I switched to the frog here. I saw a piece of cover that looks really good. And it's this laydown right here. It is a kind of fresh, greener laydown. Most of the stuff I've been fishing all day is like that stuff right there and that stuff over there. And I could tell this probably had a little more water underneath it. And my first flip right there with the frog got one. And I have a few more sticks to go on this bank. So that right there is what I've been targeting. And I think it's possible to get a few more. That guy ate it the second it hit the water. And honestly, I kind of find it amazing how sometimes, let's take a treble hooked bait, for example, topwater walking bait, a popper, how they can just totally miss it, even though it's got a bunch of sticky hooks sticking out all over the place. And they hit it 3 times and they're schooling and they miss it. And then you flip in there one time with the frog and it's not even in there for a millisecond. And he's got it to where I've got to reach my hand down his throat to get it out. It's like, I don't know if they just want it worse sometimes, or if it's actually like an accident and they're trying to eat it just the same every time. So comment below what you think about that. Yeah, comment your holiday and what you think about fish eating topwater. Are they trying to eat it all the time, or are they just trying to slap at it to like stun it and then come back and eat it later? Because that was definitely a eat type of bite. That was not a stun it for later. He had every intention there to get that thing down his gullet, and he did successfully. And that was probably my second biggest one of the day. So I believe they're in here. I'm choosing to believe that there's a 3 to 4 pounder swimming around somewhere in here. Probably on a deep rock pile. I have no idea where that would be. I'd have to bring my bass boat out here and graph it. The ramp was kind of sketch. Wasn't a great bass boat ramp. That was so cool. That was such a cool bite. Just totally unexpected. Floating is all I want to do. Take my jacket off and then put it back on. Uh-oh, my frog's gone. Oh, no, it's not. The perch was eating my line. I thought my frog was gone. Uh-oh. I did just have a bass, though. See, this stick here, though, to me, it doesn't look as good for a frog. It's dead. There's no alive branches here. It's sparser. Individual little branches. I feel like flipping a jig is actually a better tactic to attack this one. This is junk fishing at its finest. I'm going to make a video this fall about junk fishing. And really all junk fishing is looking at what's in front of you and making the best lure decision for that. And I mean, if I'm being honest, you got to be a good bass fisherman with a wide array of lure knowledge to be a truly good junk fisherman. Otherwise, if you try to junk fish, without knowing much, you're gonna be throwing lures that you're not comfortable with, don't have confidence in. And I'm just telling you, that's not gonna lead to much productive fishing. You want to really understand a lot of lures to be able to switch between them fast. Okay, so we ran out of sticks here, although there is one little overhang here. I wouldn't necessarily call it a lay down. Now, and I got stuck in it, so did me no good there. We've ran out of good sticks, so I'm gonna paddle as fast as I can past all this shallow point here, but I'll work a frog nice and fast. Oh, I just had a bite of some kind. I don't know what it was. Probably a bluegill. But I'll stop for a second. Okay. What I've learned today is that if a fish wants to eat it, he will eat it. So like if I barely get a bite, that's not a bass that I want. These fish are here to eat. I'm guessing the bass in here don't see a whole lot of lures with 10,000 lakes in this state. This being a small lake out in the farm country. We got some sticks coming up. We got some dead sticks coming up. We got some dead sticks in the water that I'm gonna catch a bass on. I bet your data on it. How deep are those sticks? 6 feet of water? Heck yeah. That's what I want right there. Some depth behind this wood. Oh, and we got some branches, again, extending farther beyond the sticks, down there on the bottom. Good. Tungsten jig really lets me feel that. I'm either gonna catch a fish or get stuck. I doubt that I'm coming out of this cast. Oh, maybe. Clean. Oh, I did. Wow. Cool. Oh, there's one. There's one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh gosh, are you bigger? You feel like you're bigger, but I can't tell. Yeah, you're fighting bigger. What are you? What are you, my friend? You pike? You pike or bass? What are you? What are you? Come on now. Come on now. Your body isn't, oh, it's a bass. It's a nice one. It's the one I'm looking for. It's the one I'm looking for. Yes, baby. Look at this absolute chunk. Holy cow. Oh, that fish will go almost 4 pounds probably. Yes, I knew there would be one in here. And for y'all who stuck around, congratulations. You've won the prize of the absolute donk on the jig right there. That's stinking awesome. Oh, and there's probably more in there as well. Yes! Oh, it makes me so excited. I'm gonna get my scale out real quick. Clamp her down, and we're looking at, oh, hold up, that's not right, 51 pounds. I just got a little too excited, 3.5. I'll take 3.5 pounds. Gosh, it just feels, it feels like a 4-pounder. If I'm putting that on a plate, and that's a steak, that right there is a 48-ounce steak. But I guess not to my Rapala scale, so. Uh-oh. Big, either way, beautiful, beautiful fish right there. Cannot believe we finally got ourselves the one I've been looking for. That's awesome. Gonna get the release clip here for Instagram. If y'all won't follow me there, you should. See ya, big girl. You tubby. You tubby. Yes! Let's stinking go. I knew they were in here. Well, we got a few more minutes and a few more sticks, so we're not done quite yet. We're gonna keep going. I want to see if I can get ourselves another one, because they're definitely in here. That guy proved it right there. Few and far between, but there are good chunky bass swimming around. And man, I really think I got to recalibrate my scale. Maybe it wasn't 4. Maybe I just got a little overzealous, but that was a really healthy fish. And I'm sure on the GoPro he looked ginormous. So, not gonna say the scale was wrong. Scale don't lie, but I might need some recalibration on there. Either way, loads of fun right there, boys and girls. Let's put this down. Let's get ourselves back in there. See if there are any of his friends. Friends and family discount. Get the friends and family discount from that guy right there. Interesting, that fish ate it as it was coming up the stick. So there's really no doubt in my mind that was a fish. Wow. All right. I guess we're going in there, eh? I'll restart it once we get out of this situation. And once again, folks, I knew that those sticks right there, not just because I have a fish finder here, not because I have live scope, but just because I know based on experience, laydowns go deeper into the water, they get deeper and deeper as they stick off the bank, and so a frog was not my best choice to catch a bass there. A jig was. And so I went from throwing the frog on some shallower stuff to flipping the jig again, and that got me a big fish. So you gotta be versatile and understand what the purpose of your lures is to put them in the best place you can. Because you could be fishing down a bank that has tons of fish and you're throwing the wrong thing and you're not gonna catch them. You might get 1 or 2 that are, you know, little outliers, little dumb ones, but for the most part, you're not gonna catch the fish that are the biggest ones and the hungriest ones. It's not that they're smart necessarily, it's just that you're not using the bait that's best for that presentation, if that makes sense. No, that felt fishy. I'm gonna flip it back down there. How shallow are these sticks? Now these are shallow. These are like 1 foot. So these are probably better frog sticks, but there's not that many of them. So we'll just go with the jig for now. Although there's more sticks than meet the eye right here. I know because my pedal is touching them right now. I'm going to show you guys again with my phone if you're still confused what I mean by sticks coming out. So right here we've got a lay down log, and most people would just fish to right there, to right where the looks like the branch ends, but there's actually branches out here and probably out here as well that you can't see with your eyes, and that's usually where the bigger fish are. They're either in the dead heart center right in there, or they are out here. And I explained that really well in that how to fish wood video that I made, so go watch that. Like I said, it's linked in the video description. If you're watching me catch a fish in a video, whether it's an uncut or just a regular fish catching video, and you're wondering, I wonder if Tyler's made an instructional video about that lure he's throwing. The answer is probably yes. And probably that I've made several. If there's a theme you're wondering about, I wonder what rain does to fishing. I wonder what wind does to fishing. I've made videos about those too. There's very few topics that I haven't. Shaky head, I haven't made one about, really. A good one at least. Nico rig, I know I haven't made any. Also, I'm not a big Nico rig guy. I'd rather throw a drop shot over a Nico. but I know it works for sure. I just don't throw it. Oh, we're coming back into the light. The sun is setting on another, wait, what's Thanos's? Oh, gosh, I'm getting nailed right now. Oh, there, I had one. He jumped up and shook it. He was about all of 6 inches. Thanos's line is, and the sun sets on a grateful universe, maybe? I forget. Oh, beautiful sunset, man. We're gonna end this video with some of God's creation. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. It's so true. I love the fact that, you know, that this is my job, that I get to enjoy God's creation. There's one. Gosh, oh my gosh, there's one. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Ah. Come on, come on, get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here. No, okay, you done? You done? He's done. I get to enjoy God's creation, catching beautiful 2-pound chunks on a jig. Every day if I wanted to. Nah, not every day. I gotta edit some days and have emails and photo shoots and such, but this is just such a cool job, and I'm grateful to you guys. I'm grateful that you watching the videos alone, you know, helps me have this job. You guys buying the products that I linked in the video description, that keeps me having a job. All the stuff that you guys can do to help continues to allow these videos to exist. So for that, I say thank you. I say thank you, Lord. He has blessed me with you guys that watch the videos, so I appreciate it. There's just so much in life to be grateful for. And I'm more than most. I'm incredibly blessed and incredibly privileged to have what I have. And I'm also gonna catch a fish right here. I'm privileged to catch a fish. Right, oh, well, gosh dang it, maybe not. Bad cast. Here we go. Oh yeah, about to smoke one. About to get my smoke on. About to light a cigarette in their face over here. Oh, maybe not. We have another recently fallen down fresh oak tree. And if I was standing up, I'd skip a frog in there, but I'm not. I'm sitting down. It's hard to get a frog with my 7.4 heavy that far in there. Let me restart. And that last fish that I caught wasn't even on a stick. It was out from it. So it's possible that I caught him on sticks. He was just on the stuff that I couldn't see. Oh, what a skip. What a skip, son. What a skip. Oh, we got a pontoon boat out here. Wow. On the pontoon. We're filming videos and we got an actual pontoon. We don't have to fake it anymore. There's one here. It's got a 90 horse Johnson. I'm guessing, actually, looking at the size of it and the age of it. Probably does have a 90 horse Johnson. Out here in the sunset, Minnesota. Gosh! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got one. We got one. We go. Oh, that was crazy. Ah! That dude jumped right up in the air. He jumped right up. Come on. I'm gonna get you in a kayak. He jumped in the air and didn't even flail. He just kind of went, hello. Look how he ate the jig. G-O-N. Gone. Gonzo. So gone. Holy cow. Oh, beautiful. You know what? I'm not going to complain about the size today because we caught a lot of 2-pounders, and that's fun. That's a good major league fishing day. Score tracker update would be going off for the other anglers if I was fishing against them right now. And I like that. I like that. How do I turn around? I think a paddle's actually the easiest. Yeah, there we go. That's the one. That's how we do it, champ. That's how we do it, yo. Oh no, oh crap. Shoot, I cast over a stick. It gave me a backlash. I had no clue that this log was even here. I just cast over. Come on. Thank you. Let's get away from here. I still don't think, though, after one day that I've learned what a kayak hook set's supposed to be. I don't think I've learned that. I've got plenty and plenty of learning to do. You definitely want to keep them pinned. I mean, you got less leeway with these fish than you even do on a bass boat to give them slack. Which I guess is why a lot of kayak anglers use nets, because they know the fish probably aren't hooked very well for the most part. One thing I also got to do is I got to put a camera back here. One that I'm okay with just running all day on, 1080p 30 or something. Because I feel like I'm missing a lot of the teaching moments that I'm having to bring my phone out for to show you guys. I could just do that with the camera behind me. I could also do a hat cam, but you really got to have a tight hat to do that. I'm just not a fan of hat cams. I know that Mr. ND Yak Angler has mastered the slow head movements on his hat cam, but I can't do it. I've tried. Wow, no pike. No pike today. We got piked once, but that was it. Not a single northern pike, not a single slimy pickerel. It's crazy, honestly. I would not have called that. This here's one of the most beautiful sticks I've fished all day. Turn my body to get ready for it. Oh, what a cast. Even stuffed the rod tip on accident and everything. Still got the bait in there. There's so many sticks where you can't see with your eyes. I'm feeling them every single hop that I take. And that's why I just don't believe there's not a fish right there. There's so much cover. Oh! Bonk. Bonked you guys. Oh yeah, we got bluegill under this tree. We got everything a fish wants. This could be where our 6-pounder is. Right here. The sun is now hidden over the treetops. There's one. There's one. Hey, little tiny squirt right there. But you know what? Actually, well, I want to end it on a fish catch, but we got like 3 sticks left. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. One last cast, Hannah. Oh, jeepers creepers. Oh, he took my He took my tails and everything. It don't matter, we're going back in there. We're not even clearing the backlash. We're not even clearing the backlash I had. Unlodged ourselves from that stick. Come on. Ah. Now we're really, no, we got unstuck, good. I don't have a trailer at all. He ripped off the whole trailer. He is totally gone. Who cares? Who cares? Now we have a trailer, we have a tiny little thing. Come on. Give me a big clunk. Give me a big daddy clunk, please. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. A few more casts and we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it a DAY. We got STUK, that's for sure. Man, what a fun time. Hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I love doing this little video podcast for you guys. Hopefully you learned something. Again, remember that comment challenge. And if you want to see another Uncut kayak where I think you'll learn a ton about vibrating jig fishing and really kind of discerning where a grass edge is without a fish finder, I'll leave that one up here in the corner for you guys to watch. Again, the longer you stay on my channel, the better it does in the algorithm. So even if you click that video and just let it play, that helps the channel tremendously. So thank you all, and we'll see you next time right here on TRF.